significant changes in inshore fishing over the past 20 years. I'll even go back 30 years. Boats are probably one of the biggest ones, being able to get real shallow. The second one I'll say is braid for most people. And the third one I'm going to say is brushless trolling motors. It's amazing how much quieter they are than a regular trolling motor. Of course, you're going to pay for it, but they are a lot quieter and you can get a lot closer with them. But those are the big ones right there. Boats, you know, you got the technical skiffs that they've been working on for years and years and years. That's a big one. You've got your flat bottom skiffs, which get just as skinny as the technical skiffs, but are they as quiet? In some circumstances, yes, others, no. If you're pushing into the wind, then no, they're not as quiet. But you can still sneak around and with the right flat bottom skiff and getting 4 to 6 inches of water real easy. Not as easy to pole, but they've made a big difference in being able to do it. You can pile, you know, several people in there instead of a technical skiff, which is good for maybe up to 3 at the most. Braid for reels, and I'll go one more as fiber carbon for fishing rods. All of that has just made a world of difference. Fiber carbon drags for reels, that's made a world of difference. But braid, I think, is the biggest one that people are aware of. Braid's amazing. If you're fishing oysters or even grass, like turtle grass, eel grass, anything like that, it can actually cut mono, but the braid will just saw right through any of that. So you're less likely to lose fish fishing braid. Drags on a fishing reel. It's funny that this question was asked to me. But I just read an article from one of the leading guides in Florida, and he was talking about sticking your rod in the water. And I thought to myself, well, that helps. But if you really want to get down to it, drags are one of the most important things about losing fish at a boat. You got to have the smoothest drag out there that you can get. The other thing that I thought about when I read this article was, you know, the biggest fault that people have is they won't open the bail and let the line go slack. Try it next time you hook a red drum and see what happens. As soon as the pressure's off of that fish is gonna sit still. He ain't gonna move. He's just gonna hang out right there and very slowly swim away. So next time you're in the boat and the fish runs under the boat, open the drag. Then you can stick your rod in the water, get anywhere you want to get around the boat to get you out of trouble. So, you know, that's just a good side note on this question that I was asked. But those are my 3 biggies right there for to answer those questions as to what's changed and what's been the most prevalent change in it. The brushless trolling motors are just absolutely wonderful. Unfortunately, most people can't afford it. You know, $5,000 for a trolling motor, that's a bunch of money. But, and I'll plug it even though I shouldn't, but power pole, you get what you pay for. If you want quality and service, then start using power pole brands. I've never had any company back me up when I've had a problem with my power pole as well as they have. I can call them up, and usually the same day I call them up, that piece that I need is in the mail, headed my way, and I've got it the next day or the day after. They're the most wonderful company I've ever had to deal with when it comes to marine products. Can't say enough about them. But anyway, that's my opinion, here nor there. That's it.